So before I started the original 30-day calibration with James, I was in a place in my life where I just had really 3 foot surgeries within a 2 year time frame. And what I love to do in my heart and soul is I love to go hiking. So over the last 2.5, 3 years, I have not been able to do that. So for the last 7 months prior to seeking out James, I was in physical therapy. And I knew when I was going to graduate physical therapy, it was only going to take me so far. So it didn't take me long to honestly seek out James, maybe a couple weeks, because I knew of James because we're fellow podcasters. I knew of James because Instagram, and I knew James's story from over the last many, many years of losing weight and transforming himself, that he must have a formula that works. And I wanted to be part of that formula. So it was really a no brainer. I reached out to James, and here we are at day 38. So, one very specific issue that I had is over the last 2 to 3 years, because of an injury, um, I pretty much let myself get out of control. Um, I gained weight, I got out of shape, I was eating whatever I wanted, and I just looked in the mirror and got a slap in the face and was like, "What did you do to yourself? And how are we going to get out of this?" And again, I reached out to James because James is a hiker. And that was a priority for me over just going to my local gym and seeking out a personal trainer. I wanted somebody that not only had lost weight, got themselves in shape physically and mentally, but was a hiker and knew what it was like to climb mountains and go out on trails day after day. Yeah, hindsight's always 2020. But now that I have completed the first 30 days of the program, my biggest challenge was me. My biggest challenge was me accepting the size that I got, accepting that I was physically and mentally and spiritually out of shape. And when the 30-day recalibration program started, I really started recognizing that the total package problem was me and my mentality, and I didn't have my priorities right. Um, in my mind, I saw myself as one thing, but the reality in the mirror, I was another thing. My goals coming into the Seek to Do More program and working with James, in my mind, number one was losing weight. So my picture that I had of myself was, oh, I'm going to work with James. He's going to tell me how to, lose weight, and I'm going to get in shape. And in about 30 days, I'm going to be the most perfect person that I ever thought I was going to be. And that's not the case. And that's okay, because I've had to recalibrate not only these last 30 days, what I eat, what I drink, what I read, how I educate myself, how I spiritually move through my life. And that's going to take way more than 30 days. I mean, I'm 38 days in, and I still feel like I'm in puppy breath stage. Uh, I still have puppy breath. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning. I'm still seeking guidance from James, and I'm down 5 pounds, and that's 5 pounds less than what I was when I started. So I am very happy with that, because what I thought I wanted, I have gained literally 3, 5, 6 times more than I ever thought, even within the first 30 days. One of the things that I did not expect, and I'm pretty sure James and I didn't talk about this, so it was a surprise, and I love it. Every single morning, I get an audio file from James, and that audio message is anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes. And that is my, not only my daily motivation, but my daily reminder of what I need to keep track on throughout the day. I need to get my spiritual in for the day. I need to make sure I get my protein in for the day. I need to make sure I get my water in for the day. I need to make sure I go through my steps and not let anything get in my way of completing those commitments. So every morning at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, I really look forward to that audio file, and I really look forward to the message in the audio file because it prepares my mind as I go throughout the day. And if I'm honest, I listen to it more than once. I might listen to it midday if I need some more motivation because the program's not easy. It's not easy to all of a suddenly eat your body weight in protein. It's not easy to all of a suddenly drink a gallon of water. None of those things are easy. But with James's motivation, it's almost like I have this little birdie on my shoulder saying, you can do it, you can succeed. Many, many people have done this. The program is proven, and I look forward to that on a daily basis. The number one way the program has helped me is we'll just call it structure. A long time ago, and James and I talked about this, there is freedom in structure. When you know what you need to do and you set out and you need to do that, you have a lot of freedom because you're not worried about things. You don't have anxiety about things. And James provided me and anybody in this program with a set of 7 commitments. So I have the 7 commitments. I have my workout plan. I have that structured workout plan. And James will give you flexibility in that. But one of the things I asked James to do was tell me what I need to do on a daily basis. Okay, Monday, perform this exercise, this strength. On Tuesday, take a walk with your backpack. On Wednesday, you're going to do trap bar deadlifts. So James's structure within his programs gave me a lot of freedom throughout the day because I knew exactly what I needed to get done. And that is invaluable to me. And that is something that's probably the one thing that's helped me be very successful. There's no surprise tomorrow what I need to do. I already know what I need to do. So my first moment of realization within the first 30 days of the Seek to Do More program probably happened around day 10, day 11, day 12 is when I realized I have been eating wrong my entire life. And it didn't take that long to realize trying to eat your body weight in protein is hard in the beginning. But when you do that with your protein, your body needs those nutrients. And I could almost guarantee you, I never ate in the first half of my life anywhere near the amount of protein that my body needed. And I could tell by the way I feel. I could tell, I'm starting to be able to tell by the way my clothes are fitting. I'm starting to be able to tell by the energy that I have. And I'm also starting to be able to tell um, by the way my cravings. I no longer crave big bags of chips. I no longer crave cake, cookies. I'm actually craving protein, meat, for snacks and various things. Another way that the program, I had a light bulb moment or an aha moment is when I was out, I think I was out on a hike and I realized I can do more. I could do more than actually what even James put on my schedule. And I hate to tell James that because he's going to have me do more, but I realized for myself, yes, I have this structured program. Yes, I have these sets of goals that I want, but I can do more. My body can actually do more than what it's ever done. And I'm only, I'm just past the 30-day mark. So that was another light bulb moment. And a third light bulb moment for me was I am decluttering my life when it comes to what I listen to, what I scroll through on social media. And I think that happened almost immediately, but I didn't recognize it is because when you're going through the 7 commitments, you're only working on things of your interest, of your value, things that are going to help you be better. And that declutter feeling is amazing. I think my hesitation came prior to speaking with James about the Seek to Do More program because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed of let what I let myself get into and what I let myself become over the last couple years. And I was embarrassed to even reach out to James because we are fellow podcasters. We have James has been on my show. We have had conversations through text messaging, through DMs, way back all the way to 2019. And I spent a couple days before I reached out to James really thinking if do I really want to let James know what I've done to myself? And I did not make a mistake. When I reached out to James, he never said, Julie, what did you let yourself do? He never said that. It was encouraging from the beginning. And in fact, James was like, I am really looking forward to working with you. I love working with fellow hikers, people that listen to the podcast. And that invigorated me from the get-go is he didn't say, all right, we really got to look at all these bad things you've done in the past. We got to learn how to correct all these things. No, that wasn't the case. James was encouraging from the beginning. James didn't ask me all the horrible things I had done wrong to get to where I got. James asked me what I wanted to do in the future. And then I had no hesitation. I was like, all right, James is the guy I need to be working with. There's a lot of beneficial parts to Seek to Do More, but the number one beneficial part of being in the Seek to Do More program is James. So I know that James is my coach. And not only is James my coach, he's my friend. And I know that James is going to tell me the truth. I know that I can contact James anytime, day or night. I can send James a text message, and I've done that. It's the open communication, really right from the beginning in the Seek to Do More program. And I think we talked probably 2 hours on our initial phone call about the program. And James laid everything out. And once James laid everything out, I was like, I have to be part of this because I'm not going to change unless I get some of this structure. And part of the structure is eating, the protein you need to eat, drinking the water you need to eat, fulfilling the 7 daily commitments. I didn't really understand what those were. I saw James post about those on Instagram, but I didn't really understand the deep commitment level that you need to do those 7 daily commitments on a daily basis. And James even sent me an example program of my day. So we had a conversation. What time do you get up in the morning? How's your work schedule? How's your time in the afternoon? When are you going to do your family time? And then less than 24 hours later, I had an example of how I could go through my day, how I could fulfill the 7 daily commitments, how I could structure my workout in those various times that I had available. And that has been ongoing now for 38 days. And if I wouldn't have had that structure, I wouldn't have done it. I know I wouldn't have done it. And James and I had a conversation about this that, I've given up on myself many, 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 many times in the past. And I almost gave up on myself during this program. And after talking to James, my coach, who I sought out to do this with, I realized I wasn't quitting, I was giving up on myself. And when I realized that and I actually said it out loud, that has made a tremendous difference in me continuing throughout the program and completing it over the next 90 days. My overall experience with the Seek to Do More program and working with James has been nothing less than fantastic. And I cannot recommend this program more to someone who may be in my same situation. I woke up and my hiking clothes don't fit. And I love to hike. I love to backpack. I love to be out in the backwoods. I love to be outside. And over the last couple years, I let myself go mentally, physically, spiritually. But if you're sitting there and your clothes don't fit anymore and your belt's a little too tight and you're an outdoor person, it's okay because my clothes didn't fit and they still don't fit. I'm working on it. And I still have bad days and I still have bad moments. But when you join the Seek to Do More program, you have James, you have your coach, you have your person that you can tell anything to. I've sent James a text and I was mad at the scale one day because the scale didn't say what I thought it should say. And James, less than like 2 hours later, I had voice messages from other people in the program. I had a voice message from James that I could continually keep that walked me through my mental, very slight moment of mental weakness, is what I'm going to call it, about the scale. And my life is not based around a scale. It's not based around a number on a scale anymore. And I will say 38 days ago it was. So my whole entire mood would be based around the entire day, what I weighed in the morning. And now, because of James and following this program and following the commitments, if you're having issues with the scale, if you're having issues with your clothes fitting, and you're having issues with your mental state because you need to lose weight, you need to get back in shape, there is no better person than James to help you. Because honestly, James takes it personal and he takes it as personal as you do. And that's what I needed. I needed someone to take it personal with me and almost, it sounds cliche, but hold my hand through the process, um, because I couldn't do it myself. So I recommend anybody enter this program and change your life, change the way you do things, change the way you think.